Hey, how's it going, guys? Garcia here with your daily portfolio update. So in this video, I'll break down the portfolio, showing the moves that I made today, share some of the posts from Twitter, and give the shoutouts at the very end. Okay, so today we are up again to $339,202.18 after hours. So smash that like button. Looks like another $10,000 day today. All right, so in the Roth IRA, we were up 5.6% today, about $3,500. Year to date, we're up 160% in this portfolio, and all time, basically the same thing, going back to last year, December of 2023. Buying power, we're at $532. The reason is I sold the Innovix long call in this account to have some liquid cash. You see the buying power that went up. That is just in case I wanted to buy to close these Rocket Lab covered calls sooner rather than later. But these covered calls, they were basically about to expire worthless. I expected to buy them back at 5 cents. And Rocket Lab decided to wake up today. Rocket Lab went up almost 7% today. So by Rocket Lab shooting up 7%, it's almost at $29, which is at strike. Meaning the odds of it going up and staying above 29 by tomorrow is higher and higher and higher. So the delta is now climbing up. The delta on this used to be 0.1, 0.05. Now it's at 0.37. So the odds are getting higher and higher. At 0.5, I believe, is the kind of like the coin flip. So right here in this account, we also sold all of the AMDL shares. So AMDL is no longer a part of this portfolio. I am buying long calls on AMD. So the long calls on AMD have been performing better than the leveraged ETF. And I would rather just have options on the direct underlying instead of through an ETF. That's going to be decaying over time through, expense ratios and all that. I would rather just pay the decay through theta, But I mean, just look at the way it's been, the way it's kind of bottoming out here. I think it's kind of creating a U shape here. I don't think it's just going to continue like sinking how it has been. I think it's creating like a base at this point. So I think here it bottomed out at 7.15, bottomed out at 7.10. So it looks like $7 seems to be some type of base on this contract. So I'm just going to be loading up in this area. I think once we look back at this trade a couple months from now, we're going to see this up 30, 40, 50%, if not more. So I'm very looking forward to that. Okay, equity. Here it is. So 62 grand in Rocket Lab in this portfolio, and we're up 70%. Total percent, we're basically down on these positions for now. Okay. Let's check out the large portfolio. We're up 2.7% or 7 grand in this portfolio today. In the last 3 months, we're up 98%. Year to date, 336%. In the past year, 287%. And all time, we're up 235% since August 2nd of 2021. Insane. Buying power has shot up to 193 grand. Why? Because I closed the Rocket Lab cash secured puts. So here are some cash secured puts that I closed today. I believe it was the other ones here. Yeah, here we go. So these cash secured puts, these were opened back in this, I believe it was the 10th. So it was around 2 weeks ago. And I realized a profit of $5,400 or 70% on this trade. So I saw that we're up by quite a bit. Rocket Lab was shooting up, so I decided, you know what? We have a couple weeks for this to expire, so I would rather just take the profits now than wait till the 17th to collect the other 30%. And what did I do? I ended up selling right after I actually closed it. Rocket Lab dipped a bit. It dipped sharply for a very brief moment, and I took advantage of that little dip. So here is, let me see if it shows. I believe it was here. Yeah. So I sold 10 contracts today and I received 950 in credit. And just within a few hours, I was already up 47%. So I decided to take the quick money and I made 450 on this trade. I sold 10 cash secured puts at $26 expiring next week. So I decided to reduce my exposure on Rocket Lab through this trade, increase the risk, but it paid off. So I increased the strike by making it made it riskier, basically. And here I sold 100 shares of Palantir. I did trim Palantir today. And where is it? Can I see more details? Let's see if it'll show up here. But yes, I did trim 100 shares of Palantir. I sold them and I selected the lots. So I was actually able to choose the lots that I wanted to sell. So I chose lots that were over a year old and had a higher cost basis. Like, I mean, higher meaning it was at an $18 average. I do want to keep those lots where I paid the least amount and just hold off on paying taxes on those types of on those gains, which is not much when you really think about it. So yes, I realized a profit of $6,400, and I used that money to buy more leaps on AMD. So AMD was down today 1%. So I decided to increase my position from 8 contracts to 12. So here we go. So total return, we're only up 5%, but I am increasing my equity in AMD. So now between the two accounts, I have 9,500 here and 4,700 here. Yeah, so around 13 grand, 14 grand in AMD between the two accounts. And I do want this to be 20, 30 grand eventually. So I do want to get there eventually. Okay, here is the equity and the equity and the total percent change. So it looks like the $84 covered calls on Palantir, they are gonna end up paying out. And here they are. So we're at 58%. I am just gonna let these expire worthless or buy them back at 5 cents. I think I might just buy them back at 5 cents and reload another round of covered calls and just play it very close to the chest and have the expiration be pretty high up. So for, let's say next week, if I were to do this, the delta, you look on the left side, I want to stay between less than 15 delta, meaning, yeah, I think I would just have it as a $90, $91 covered call. A $93 covered call seems to have a lot of open interest. So you see how it has 1,299. That is going to provide more liquidity, more people who are buying and selling this contract. So if I were to repeat this for the 2,200 shares, that's almost $800 for 1 week of putting those shares on the chopping block. But this is at $93 as opposed to playing it very close to the money. If I were to sell those 22, now you could see why people get burned with covered calls and cash secured puts, is that the allure of, getting this extra, cash up front. Now you're putting your shares on the chopping block for $83. Much higher chances of these getting called away or giving you problems than it is up here. So it's just something to think about. Okay, so let's check out what's going on Twitter. Oh, before I do that, Rocket Lab had a hell of a day today. That's biggest reason why the portfolio is up so much. So, I did talk about it earlier with the other account. Anyway, let's check out what's going on. So yeah, hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. It does help spread the video on YouTube. Here, I believe I posted an update there. Yeah, so these are... Here we go. Here is an edit that I did with Alex Karp. So I'm not sure for those who have TikTok.
Conventional
for those who have TikTok, there's a genre of video called Hope Core. I guess it's just kind of inspirational. It's kind of like as a parody, inspirational parody videos where they get a funny video or funny audio and they overlay it with inspirational fonts and backgrounds. So I wanted to do that with our very own Alex Karp.
Also exceedingly grateful to all of you individual investors who took the time and opportunity and had the courage to look past conventional rusty, crusty platitudes and look at our company as it is.
Yeah, hope you guys liked it. Let's see. So yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. You know, my son, he was napping on the 24th, and at midnight, you know, we're a Hispanic family, so we celebrate Christmas on the 24th at midnight, and it goes on for a couple more hours. And yeah, he woke up just in time. He woke up like at 11:58 or something, and he woke up just in time to open gifts, spend time with the family, and it was awesome. So I hope everyone else had a great Christmas with their family and loved ones. So I did change my my profile picture. I might change it on YouTube as well. I might just do that too. So keep it all consistent throughout the different social media platforms and all that. So yeah, so for the uninitiated, this is in the same location where Alex Karp does the earnings calls. I was able to visit the office, so it was awesome. Great to be there. The fart community is amazing. Fart coin. This coin is the future of finance. Be honest. I really love the community use cases. Don't lie to me. Please buy this shitcoin from me. Thank you. I mean, it's just so many people who are just kind of shilling these different projects and swearing up and down that it's for the community. And it's like, come on, can we just be honest? You bought this shitcoin for X amount and you're trying to dump it for Y amount. It's not about the community. Just, if you want to be all about the community, donate your money to a nonprofit of your choice. You know, don't try to, you know, rope in other people. Here, just kind of explaining the trades that I did today. So yeah, I reloaded on the smaller size, but you guys already heard that, so we'll skip through this. Now this is awesome. So like I told you guys about the tax lots, I got the access to the tax lots, you know, so it's awesome to be able to do that through the app. You don't have to contact customer support and manually give them the lot information and when did you buy them, how many do you want to buy, and you have to go back and forth with the customer service rep, and it saves us both time. You know, now they don't have to be stuck in customer service helping out people like me. They could do other things. So he responded to me directly a couple months ago. I was like, when tax lots, man? This was back in, what was this? Back in May? Yeah, this is back in May. Wow. So he responded to me directly, actually. He reposted me, and he said, tax lots coming later this year. What gives people feelings of power? Money, status, tax lots. And he liked my post. He actually, he was one of the people that liked it. I'm not sure, but oh, there it is. Look at that, at the very top of that list right there. Vlad liked my post, which is awesome. Oh, and Amit liked my post too. So yeah, shout out to Vlad. You know, thank you for making such a great app to trade on, you know, and invest in. Because I mean, it's definitely changed the way I manage my money here. Okay, and I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys on this list. If you are not on this list, let me know down below. Let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I want to be on that shout out list you always put up at the end of the video. All of you guys in this list have helped out in one way or another, whether you know it or not. I do appreciate you guys. So have a good day. Appreciate you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.